Hello again, this is BDU. I thought I might review my Affinity deck for the second time. It's been about 4 years since I did my last review on it. As you can see, it's a little more complete opposed to the other time, for those who have been tuning into my channel for a very long time. But anyway, lots of things have changed since I first reviewed my first take on it. This is practically either my second or my third take. I don't remember. But anyway, I finally have my Ravagers. We have our Frogmite. As you can see, I've now have it signed since the other time. Thoughtcast to draw cards. Master of Ethereum. Of course, it's signed this time around. I did have a second review on this, but I took it down due to the amount of vandalism. Ornithopter. Mirror Enforcer. Memnite, which is practically a new addition to the majority of the Affinity decks out there. Of course, we have Cranial Plating. Disciple of the Vault. Galvanic Blast. Darksteel Citadel. Siege of the Synod. Glimmer Void. And then we also have our Great Furnace and our Vault of Whispers. Practically still a very traditional Affinity deck by all standards. I still plan to get every single piece out of this deck signed off, but it will cost me quite a bit, for one, and two, I also have to get approval from artists, even if I were to do some speaking engagements with them. About the majority of this deck, I would have to go either to the East Coast or overseas just to get every single piece signed off. Like these two pieces that were done by John Avon. He lives in the UK, so that's the first 8 pieces which I would have to go overseas to get signed off. Next 4 is Mirror Enforcer. I would also have to go to the UK just to get that one signed off. And then Thoughtcast, I would have to go to Jersey. Of course, if I wanted more of Matt Kavoda's stuff signed off, I would have to go to either Washington or wherever he's presently living. I don't know where, but I think Seattle or some other place. And then I would have to go to Washington State or Portland for Rob Alexander's. The only little exception to this deck is this piece for Adam Rex. I would have to go to Arizona in order to get those signed off. And then I think I have to either go to Texas or the East Coast just to get the Ravagers signed off. But if I were to upgrade it with the Tezzeret's Agent of Bolas or any of the other pieces, I would have to go to Europe. As many of you know, I did meet Alexei, and he did tell me that he did do the Agent of Bolas. Unfortunately, I don't have a set of Agent of Bolas at this time, so it was unfortunate for me not to get those signed off, even if I had them. But anyway, this is practically my Affinity this is my Affinity deck up to this point in time. I don't have a sideboard for it because this is not my prime, My Prime always has a sideboard, but since this is not my Prime, it won't have a sideboard anytime soon. And the sleeves I'm using for this deck are practice sleeves. See how beat up it is. Certainly not my Prime. And before I close out, I'm thinking of doing my review on, actually my next deck review on my Blade deck. I did upgrade my Land Still deck into a Blade deck about a few months ago. I've done a lot of changes to it, and I'm thinking I might do a review on that real soon. So for those of you who are tuning into my channel, stay tuned. And this is BDU signing out.